Do you have to collect old books to be a rare book collector? Well, I'm a rare book collector and I'm here to tell you no. And I want to show you two books from my collection that aren't old in the grand scheme of things. An old book in rare book collecting might be 1400s, 1500s, but these books are actually from the 1900s. These are two books about a trial that took place in Chicago in the 1920s. What happened was the Chicago Tribune ticked off the city of Chicago, literally the city of Chicago, and the city of Chicago decided that it was going to sue the Chicago Tribune for libel. The Tribune ended up issuing these two pamphlets when, spoiler alert, it won. The blue one here is a collection of all of the support that the Tribune received in other press. So it collects all of the articles that other press wrote about the Tribune fighting back against the government's attempt to silence the press. The other one is a copy of the actual opinion that was written in the case by the judge in the case in favor of the Chicago Tribune. And it has on the front of this is Milton's Areopagitica, which was one of the first great defenses of freedom of speech in the Western world, at least. And if we flip to the back, I want to read to you a very short excerpt from this opinion, because it is the judge firmly rejecting the idea that the government has any business suing the press simply because it does not like what the press has to say about its conduct. So the judge writes, "This action is not in harmony with the genius, spirit, and objects of our institutions. It does not belong to our day. It fits in, rather, with the genius of the rulers who conceived law, not in the purity of love for justice, but in the lustful passion for undisturbed power." So because of this case and ones like it, including a 1964 case at the U.S. Supreme Court called New York Times versus Sullivan, it is no longer constitutional. Governments are not allowed to file lawsuits against the press for libel.